Ignis!
They are ghosts of the internet, broadcasting from bedrooms and basements for years. They share their passions, their humor, and their lives with absolutely no one. So I went searching for them. I wanted to understand the people behind the silence. What I discovered was surprising, deeply human, and revealed an emergent strategy that could change how small streamers grow on Twitch forever. It is no secret how hard it is to grow on Twitch, but to truly understand the mountain they are climbing, you first have to understand the feeling at the bottom. Before we break down the mechanics here, here's what AR Grave had to say.
One has to do with no viewers is one side of it. It can get very disheartening. You're trying and you say something and you think it's really funny, right? You're like, damn, that was a good one. I like that. And you look over and it's, it's 0 viewers and no one's in the chat.
0 viewers is not an accident. It is the result of the Twitch system, a mountain almost impossible to climb. Those who make it at the top are set for life, while those at the bottom have all sorts of struggles. Discoverability on Twitch is fundamentally broken for new streamers. It doesn't push new talent, it hides it. It promotes the popular. If you're at the bottom, you stay buried under thousands of others. This creates a vicious cycle. Viewers are often drawn to active communities, but you can't have a community without viewers. It's a paradox that traps thousands in a state of permanent invisibility. So, the system is designed to keep you invisible. But what happens when someone finally shows up in your chat? When the viewer count finally ticks from 0 to 1, a spark of hope for small streamers. I asked It's Milando97, and this is what he had to say.
When you do get people in, you tend to get a good amount of trolls, and you tend to get tons of bots trying to sell you courses and stuff. I'm a graphic designer. I can make you logos, I can make you tons of stuff. Banners, profile pictures. Bro, I had one dude in a while ago, he was telling me my fucking profile picture sucked. I was like, alright, that's kind of rude. Just don't be mean. You want to sell a product, but come on, man, be respectful, shit.
This experience is a daily reality for streamers at the bottom. A constant barrage of artists harassing them and tons of bots trying to scam. Probably hard to keep grinding when they are constantly met with false hope and constant digital silence. But why do streamers continue to stream when the system is built against them? What kind of motivation is powerful enough to stare into the void and continuing to be as entertaining as humanly possible? I found that the reasons were as unique as the streamers themselves. For some, the answer is out of necessity. In a world of this atrocious job market and rising costs, streaming arises. Therefore, it'll hopefully turn into a second job.
I work in retail. I've been doing that for a while now. Kinda job to job, cause yeah, like you said, it's pretty bad. Retail right now. I've done a lot of dishwashing, that sort of stuff. I don't even know. It's so weird the way things are right now. I'd love to do this, full time. That's the dream, of course.
Right now, I'm working part-time, or not part-time, working full-time as a shift manager at a gas station. Right now it pays pretty much the bills and stuff, and I'm able to have the time to be able to stream and all that. I'm looking at trying to get more into the IT field. It's just taking some time to obviously have the money for schooling, while being able to balance everything I'm trying to do right now, because I'm very passionate about the streaming stuff, and I've been on and off trying to do it while obviously trying to maintain an income and family, friends, relationships, all that type of deal. I have been streaming for about 7 to 8 years, I'd say.
But for others, the motivation isn't financial. In an age of isolation, they are not looking for an audience of thousands. They're looking to talk to people.
I like games a lot, and I feel like people always need information in games, like Call of Duty. For instance, people don't know how to build up a good gun setup. So my first video on YouTube was actually the best gun setup for Modern Warfare 2, and it's more of an informative reason rather than a for me. I just started streaming to help other people at first, but now I just kind of want to stream like to be somebody to talk to, basically. I don't want you guys to necessarily watch me play the game because I'd rather get involved in talking to you guys more than the game. But I do love the game a lot, so that is one of my number one goals. Whether the game's interesting or not, I want people to be able to stop by and be like, yo, what's up? Just for a couple minutes. Doesn't matter if you're here the whole time. Just as long as you stop by, say what's up, tell me how you're doing, how your life's going, I'll be there for you too.
I was always intrigued by the idea of streaming. I loved playing, god damn it, playing games with friends in Discord and like kind of talking through the gameplay.
Finally, there are the purest motivations of all. An unshakable love for decrypting dark psychology in video games.
You know, like sharing things with my friends in terms of my, like the things that I played. And then it just sort of evolved from making like a small community on YouTube to like Twitch. And then it just sort of exploded. Well, I say exploded from there. It exploded my interest from there. And that's sort of how I became involved in that sort of stuff. If that makes sense. Like it was just a process of like wanting to share content with other people.
And this guy just wants to be funny and entertain people.
Hold this thunder!
After hearing the streamer's stories, something fundamental shifted for me. I realized that after all the time I spent on Twitch, I thought it was a platform for watching people play video games, but it is a platform for human connection. The personalities and motivations of these zero-viewer streamers, it feels like you make a friend, and that isn't something you can find in big streamers. From my experiences from watching big streamers, it's like you're at a concert. While it's entertaining, your voice, your comment, is a single drop in a raging ocean. It lacks connection. But then there's this. It isn't a massive stadium. It is a campfire. Here, you aren't the drop in the ocean. You are the ocean. Your message just doesn't get seen. You are more appreciated there, and you can see the streamer's face lights up when you chat. But a funny thing started to happen. By talking to them, they started joining my streams as well. Therefore, that's when I realized it. The code. The emergent strategy. The biggest problem is discoverability, right? What if the solution wasn't to fight the system, but bypass it entirely? The strategy is this. Build your community outside your own channel, go into other streams, don't self-promote. Just be the person you wish you had in your own chat. Be a friend and grow together. You are each other's discoverability. So should you watch a zero-viewer streamer? What I learned is that the experience you get is worth it. Changing someone's night, turning a broadcast into a friendship. These gentlemen I interviewed are truly diamonds in the rough. Please be sure to check them out. If this video changed your perspective, I hope you hit that like button and subscribe to a small creator like myself. I stream games and upload clips at 8 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for being my campfire today. Now go have a fantastic day. Peace.